Hello, and welcome to Fantasy Crafts. My name is Jen, and today we're going to be making terrariums underwater. The most common terrarium is when you use these type of plants and cactus, but today we're doing something totally different. So first off, you're going to need these really tiny glass beads, and we're going to string them with this really thin wire. First, we're going to have to cut the wire. So as I said, we're going to string them. These are going to act like the little oxygen bubbles. So we're going to need it to be a little bit more realistic. So I like to put waves in my wire, or curls or swirls. You can do whatever you want with this. You can do whatever you want. There's no limits. You'll probably want this about this many beads for the first one. Maybe make a little right angle so they won't slip. Cut the end like so. Add a little bit of hot glue. You don't need a lot. If you do a lot, it's going to end up not that great. As I'm trying to find, there we go. So you put this in here. Then you have your first little oxygen bubbles. You can use any beads, but I prefer these because they look a little bit more realistic. Add a little bit more hot glue if you have to, like as I said. And there you go. You have your first little oxygen. I'm going to do the rest with the medium one. You're going to need at least maybe 3 for this. Everyone likes odd numbers sometimes. You can add whatever you want. Just keep it simple like I did here. As I'm stringing, that should be drying, hopefully. Okay, that's good enough. You gotta make your right angle. You might as well clip the little tail. You're gonna add your third one. I'll say probably about, 4 inches from the first one. And then you glue it. And there, you got your second one. For the third one, you can go a little taller if you like to reach. You can go a little taller if you like. You make your little right angle like so. You flip it around. You add your little beads. You can go crazy with this one. Since it's underwater, there's really endless possibilities. You can do dolphin, you can do seahorses, you can do sharks or whales or really anything. I decided to use octopus because I think it might be good for the younger kids who are doing this. Won't really have to worry about the hot glue as much. By the way, kids, if you're gonna use the hot glue, make sure your parents are with you. Then you make your right angle. You cut that tail. Maybe take one bead off for support reasons. There you go. Has a nice little wave. And put it right in the back. Because why not? And you place it ever so carefully. There you go. You got your 3 beads. Now we're going to use a plant that will resemble kelp or seaweed. You can use 2 or 3. I decided to do 2, so we're going to use 2. So 1 small one, 1 semi-tall one. I would recommend placing it like next to the beads. Well, for support reasons, and it just makes it look more natural and cooler. So 1 like that. And one like this. Now we add a crystal or rock. I decided to do some sort of sparkly rock, which I think is a really cool touch. Especially some crystals are actually found underwater. You add, I'll say maybe a good portion, but not too much. If you need another, it's always good to have extra. So maybe just add maybe a small amount. Then you place it right in our miniature tank. Doesn't really, well, if it's loose, it's okay because it's gonna be covered with pebbles or of your choice. Now you add pebbles to cover the hot, the hot glue marks. Also, I'll probably say at least maybe 1 cup or maybe 2 tablespoons of these. I usually just eyeball it. So this is getting filled. We can technically you're basically finished like this, but if you want to add rhinestones, you can add any kind of rhinestones like I did with the first one. I did pearls. But considering time, I think I'm going to leave out. So you can unplug your hot glue and let it cool down and rest. As I'm finishing filling up this mini terrarium. All you just need is your little friend, and you place it right on top of the rock, like so, and there you go. You got your mini terrarium. And that's all for today. Thank you, and have a nice evening, and stay tuned for more crafts like this every Thursday. Have a good night, everyone.